It's day 6. Day 6. It's Thursday, day 6. So I'm starting to learn about this cleanse that you can't trust how you feel. Like if you feel terrible one day, I'm trying to find a good light here. If you feel terrible one day, it doesn't mean the next day you're going to feel terrible. It's like I was talking about yesterday, like don't let one bad day like make you quit. Same goes if you feel great one day, the next day you might not. So you don't want to make big, crazy plans. You know, I'm trying to just every day different. So as far as planning, how I feel that day is what I'm going to do, but I'm not really making any big crazy plans. Today I'm a little bit just more tired. The mornings I find a little bit more tired now, not hungry at all. Like at all. In fact, it's almost weird. Sometimes I think about like eating something and I'm like, ooh, like a little gag worthy over it, which is weird. Last night laying in bed, Angela and I were texting back and forth, and you know, the universe does some mean things. Like I love Papa John's pizza. As we're texting back and forth about like food we were thinking about, I get a email, Papa John's 50% off pizzas. What? How mean is that? And I did. I even went into their app, designed my pizza for takeout just to look at it. God, it looked good. And then, as I was telling Angela this, what do I get next? An email for Lone Star, half-price nachos and margaritas. I mean, if you know me, Tex-Mex. So there was a little bit of universe meanness last night, but I pushed through it. It was fine. I mean, I was working in bed. It's not like I would get up and eat anyhow on a normal day. So I was a bit worried last night because I was craving some things that I'd wake up hungry today, and I woke up not hungry. So it's good. Just kind of more low energy today. Just kind of pushing through. Tomorrow is Friday, but the kids have no school. So it means they're home for 3 days, which, you know, is high energy, lots of hockey, lots of running around. So I'm trying to just kind of keep it low key today. Plus, hubby knows he might have to help out a little bit more this weekend, just in the entertaining business. Also dinners. I'm fearing dinner tonight for some reason. Michael's out with Kai has hockey tonight. I forget which one. So I'm on dinner duty again. So anyhow, that's about it. About to head out, gonna make some lemonade and keep you posted. One thing I forgot to mention, for those of you that have never done a cleanse or a fast, I know it doesn't happen to everyone, but it very much affects sleep. So like I said in another video, you're either gonna sleep like a baby or you're gonna have insomnia. But the other thing is I get sometimes really weird trippy dreams. Last night was my first fasting dream night. It was so weird, so real. Like if I've ever gone to a party with you ever in your entire life, you were in my dream. Like everyone I think I've ever socialized with was in my dream all the way back from high school. Yeah, they're weird. It's like, I don't know. Can't even explain it. I find fasting dreams are unlike any other dream you'll ever have. Not bad. They're just so vivid. Like you can see and sense and smell and everything in the dream. So sometimes they're cool. Sometimes they're not so cool. I felt like I hadn't slept last night at all. But, you know, minus the 7-hour trippy dream. So that's another thing you will experience most likely if you're fasting. Weird ass dream. Last food for thought while I'm driving is like avoiding triggers. Like I don't eat fast food at all. We'll do takeout, like takeout pizza or whatever, or restaurants, but I don't like fast food. I just don't like it, but it also kills my gut. But I noticed, you see that? If you have triggers and you're fasting, they're like everywhere. And again, I'm not a coffee person. I'm not missing coffee at all. But when I'm out and about doing errands, I tend to grab a coffee or an iced coffee or a tea. And I almost pulled in to the drive-thru and I was like, I can't get a coffee today. So I imagine if you're a person that's always like in the car and used to like picking up things, that it would be very hard while fasting. I know some people that do the master cleanse that actually like go to birthday parties or restaurants with their families and sit and have their lemonade. I'm not that kind of person. To me, that's like putting myself in torture unnecessary. So when I decided to do this, I kind of knew my schedule of socializing was clear, and my family's just not going to go to restaurants or anything while I'm doing this, or at least I'm not joining them. So yeah, you kind of want to avoid those triggers. And like I said, I don't have a food trigger while I'm driving. Unless it's Pita Deli in Whitby, let me tell you. Their falafel pita with tzatziki and fattoush. Oh my gosh, fattoush. Shouldn't have thought about that. Now, if I drove by Pita Deli, it might be a different story. But yeah, so I know a lot of people eat in their car, eat on the go, pick up food as they go. I don't. So I do have that. But yeah, it's weird your habits you get into of just like, for me, picking up that iced coffee or picking up a coffee in the car that you just naturally do, and you realize you can't do it. So, but it's good because I'm breaking habits. I'm breaking habits, man. That was one of the goals. It's working. It's the end of day 6. Feeling really good today. Freezing, but feeling good. I'm on dinner duty, so it's kind of funny because even though I'm cleansing, my kids are kind of getting crappier meals. Tonight it's chicken fingers, corn, and veggies and dip. Yay, right, Rory?
I guess.
But I mean, they're not complaining. They're getting all their favorite foods. Once I'm not cleansing, of course, they'll get more better homemade, more interesting meals. But right now, they're not complaining. They don't mind. They're getting all their favorite foods this week. But I'm just checking my water now. Gonna feed them and then have my hot bath, my tea, and call it a day. Bedtime, end of day 6, going really well. Oh, the last thing I was gonna say is I've gotten to the point where, weirdly enough, the idea of eating food is really kind of making me cringeworthy. There's certain things that I'm like wanting, like I'd love a hot bowl of soup, but I think that's purely for warmth. I'm not dying to chew anything. When people always say to me, even with my program that I recommend, but don't you miss chewing? And I realized when I always tell them, no, I don't, and I knew I didn't, but I can really say I just don't miss chewing. I don't know what it is. I'm not craving eating. I'm feeling satiated with my lemonade and my tea and my water. So going good. Tomorrow is day 7. I literally can't believe tomorrow marks a week. Remember, it's Thursday night. My last meal was Friday at dinner. Peace out, people.